Vacation has just begun, and if you can find one of these places off the highway, eat here. It's the thing to do. Come on in. They've got a wicked gift shop, and it's Christmas already. Lots of goodies. Everything you need. Moon pie, pumpkin spice. Would you like butter with your butter biscuit? Fried chicken at Cracker Barrel. Hey everybody! One of my favorite places to go to is Cape Cod in Massachusetts. If you like biking, beaches, and the outdoors in general, then this New England destination is for you. That is, if you don't mind spending a little extra. On this road trip we go to the island of Nantucket, which is 30 miles off the mainland of Cape Cod. Nantucket was known for being the whaling capital of the world back in the 1700s to 1830s. To get to Nantucket, it is recommended that you reserve ferry tickets ahead of time. There are two types of ferries that run by the Steamship Authority. A regular ferry takes 2 hours and 15 minutes, whereas a high-speed ferry takes 1 hour. The high-speed ferry does cost more. It is quite expensive to bring a car on the ferry for about $350 round trip, depending on the size of your car and the time of year. We opt to park at the ferry lot on the mainland and go cycling on the island. It does cost extra to bring a bike onto the ferry. Something important to note is staying on the island is also expensive. We reserve ahead and do an Airbnb. The place we find is comfortable and cozy. While on Nantucket, we do fine dining, browsing in shops, and biking to different parts of the island. Let's ride through downtown and even see cobblestone roads. You don't see that too often anymore. That's a big tree. Check out the windmill. This historic windmill, simply called the Old Mill, is the last remaining of 4 windmills that had stood on this hill many years ago. Let's take a look at Brant Point Lighthouse and do some casting in the bay. The island is rather small at only 14 miles in length and 3.5 miles wide. It is bike-friendly with trails throughout the island. You can easily cycle to a beach. There is a public transportation system called the Wave. Each bus has a rack for 2 bikes if you need it. Let's take a ride to the beach and enjoy the view along the way. We made it. It only took 20 minutes. South end of the beach of Nantucket. Let's ride back to town. We'll take a dirt trail this time. Well, I'm sure having a hard time trying to catch a fish in salt water. Let me see if I can have any luck at a pond. It was a hard find, but I found fresh water here on Nantucket. And here's a beautiful body of water. Lots of weeds though. Don't know if I can catch anything out of this. I'm gonna use a technique I used in one of my other videos. a broken curly tail grub, so it's a smaller piece for bluegill. Got it. I got it. Oh! This could be it. This could be it. Yeah! Oh, yes! Pumpkin seed. Caught a fish on Nantucket. It's not a striper, but I'll take it. Broken piece of Berkeley power grub. No curly tail on it. Just had to wait for it to get in the mouth all the way. Most of the time, bluegill, just tap it. Isn't that beautiful? Nantucket pumpkin seed. Thank you, little guy. Yeah, number 2. Smaller, but it's another pumpkin seed. They like the broken grub. This one bit it immediately after the toss. I like that kind of catch. Quick. Look at the color. Little fatty. Small pond on the south end of the island. Try for one more bluegill. Then we're good. Yeah. Oh. Wanna try it? It's fun. One tap, but I gotta keep it as far away from the weeds as possible so they can see it. Right over there is the deep part of this creek, or whatever you call it. Pond. More nibbles. One more, come on. Oh, different fish. Yellow perch. Wow. 2 species. The third one is a yellow perch. And it got caught in the weeds. Yucky. Got it out. Oh. Yellow perch. Pretty. Cute. 3 fish in Nantucket. We found a spot with more open water here. Along this pond there's just tiny access points, but this is one of the better ones. Let's see if anything will bite here. Broken Berkeley worm. This time, natural color. Yeah. It's a shark. It's a shark. Oh, this is a big one. Big. Look at that shark. Okay, it's not a shark, but it's a pumpkin seed. I'd say that's as big as the first one, maybe. Maybe bigger. You like the broken piece of worm? Gives them a better chance to swallow it. Finally got it in this more open body of water. Caught on the right side. Natural color Berkeley worm. She's a beauty. Pumpkin seed fishing in Nantucket. I know, these fish are not biggies, but it's still fun. And I can say I caught a fish on Nantucket. While waiting for the ferry back to the mainland, let's watch the duckies. And try to catch a big crab off the pier. So it has my jig. It's right there. I feel tension on here. Do you think I can catch it? Look. Who am I kidding? I can't catch a crab with a tiny lure. It's closed. How am I gonna catch a striper now? I have no bait. They use really long fishing poles here in Nantucket. 12 feet long. Thanks for joining me on this travel adventure as we took the ferry, went cycling, and even caught fish at Nantucket. Please subscribe if you're new here, and please like if you enjoyed my video, and I'll bring you more fun adventures. Press that bell button so that you don't miss a thing. Comments and questions are also appreciated. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time on my Outdoor and Nature channel.